My heart bleeds. I got a call few weeks, I think 2 weeks ago, from a community in Mayfair that wanted us to intervene and assist them because they've got a property hijacking issue. South Africans that reside in Mayfair are currently having issues or fighting with foreign nationals that have hijacked Mayfair. So the community has been asking us to come through and assist them in this regard. So today we had a community meeting with the community in Mayfair, South Africans in Mayfair, and I can tell you now, we have a serious problem as a country. We have a serious problem as a country that needs intervention. We need to dismantle the current government. We need to remove, especially the three top political parties, which is the ANC and the EFF and the DA. They have failed dismally. All they're doing is embarrassing us as a country. I'm telling you now, I was with South Africans that were shot at by Somalians in Mayfair. South Africans that were told by Somalians that they must go and live in Soweto, they don't belong in Mayfair. Mayfair is their territory. We have got terrorists that are hijacking buildings in South Africa because South Africa does not have a government. And I don't want to get emotional, but it pains me. It breaks my heart to see South Africans suffering in the hands of a government that is expected to look after its citizens and protect its own citizens. We have government officials and people in the protection system that are working together to fight citizens in South Africa. The protection system the protection system itself is taking bribes from foreign nationals. They are protecting foreign nationals. They are telling South Africans that they don't have money. South Africans are being evicted in Mayfair as we speak. They are removed so that illegal foreigners from Somalia can occupy those buildings. We need South Africans to stand up and do the right thing come May the 29th. The law itself does not support what the current government is doing. If Somalians are coming from a country that is in a state of war or civil war, foreign policy is advising that they must migrate to their nearest country. Why are Somalians and Ethiopians and Pakistans and Bangladesh nationals seeking refuge in South Africa? Why are they asylum seekers in South Africa? Why are they given asylum seekers and refugee permits in South Africa when the law is clear as to what they must do? We want those people deported back to their countries. I'm kindly asking fellow South Africans, we cannot live like this in our own country. We cannot be pushed out in our cities by illegal foreigners telling South Africans that they are supposed to go stay in Soweto or Tembisa. They are telling South Africans that that's where they belong. They are telling South Africans that they have money and they can buy anyone and get away with whatever it is that they want to do. Please, South Africans, let's do the right thing. And we need South Africans to stand up and support our people that are residing around Mayfair. We need you guys to come and support South Africans that are residing around Mayfair. They need your help.
Hi guys, you're welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is justchizy. Honestly speaking, things like this makes me speechless. And stories like this sound so unbelievable because this is actually something that you know that can't happen in your own country. So when South Africans are telling it, to us it sounds so unbelievable. And not just unbelievable, it sounds like big lies, like fat lies. When someone is telling fat lies, it sounds like cooked up stories. But guys, these things are happening in South Africa. These things are happening in South Africa. Guys, imagine Somalians telling South Africans to go live in Soweto that they do not belong there. Like that line, you see that line? I never wanted to believe that line, but then I don't have to doubt it because it sounded. That's the reason why I said most of the things we hear about South Africa sounds like cooked up stories because I still can't understand how a foreigner will be the one, in fact, not just a foreigner, an illegal foreigner will be the one telling a citizen where he or she belongs, where to stay and where not to stay. Guys, how does that really sound to you? Like Somalians telling South Africans, in fact, Somalians chasing them away because this one now has turned to chase, right? They are not chasing them away to go live in Soweto, that they can't even live in the same environment with them, that they do not belong there. Please, can anyone kindly confirm to me if things like this actually happens in their own country, like illegal foreigners chasing citizens out of the city or the environment, telling them that they do not belong there? Please, if you have ever experienced things like this in your own country, can leave a comment at the comment section. We will all be reading it. Right now, I totally condemn this whole thing. In fact, when you even look at Victoria Africa, when you look at her face, you see tears all over her face. When you listen to her voice, you see that deep down in her heart, she's weeping. She weeps for her country. She weeps for her country. Something like this can't happen in my own country, and it has never happened before. And I know that things like this don't happen in other African nations. In fact, there is no country where things like this has ever happened before. Like, I don't even need to visit that country because that's why I said like most of the things happening in South Africa sounds unbelievable and lies. It sounds like a big lies, right? For me, I totally condemn it. Yes, I condemn it all. And right now they are calling upon the government to please kindly look into this and see how Pakistan, Somalians, and Bangladesh can be deported back to their country. Now, to all my fellow Africans, what reason do you still have for condemning South Africans? What reason do you still have to condemn your own brother for allowing foreigners into their country? What reason do you still have for condemning these people? All that these people are going to, trust me, if you were to be in their shoes, you may do worse than what you've heard about them. I guess everyone needs to be given orientation, like a good orientation about South Africa, because I've noticed that most Africans feel that because it's called South Africa, so therefore the country is for all Africans. Like, I've seen a video where a Somalian illegal foreigner was telling an official that came to inspect their shop. The man was asking him for his papers and the rest, right? And the guy was like challenging the South African official, telling him that he doesn't need all that because he is an African. Only in South Africa that everyone agrees to be an African. But outside South Africa, these Somalians don't see themselves as Africans. So for me, I totally condemn this whole thing because you can't be in your house and a total stranger that barged into your house by jumping through the fence will not be the one controlling you, will not be the one telling you where to sit and where not to sit. I sincerely condemn it, right? Then if you're an African that has been on this channel and after watching my video you still have the mind to speak against South Africa simply because they insist that illegal foreigners in their country must leave, if you still judge these people, then I will only tell you that God is watching you. God is watching you. Try to put yourself in their shoes before judging them, okay?